Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Monday, July 3rd. Hope you're having an outstanding day. Hope you had an outstanding weekend. And if you're watching this show here on July 3rd, and you're taking the day off because you've made it an even longer weekend, we've got what we're going to talk about today that will even extend your vacation. Because you can go party in Hoyleton with Dustin Unverfehrt along with Kris Schnitker. And I've just said your name wrong, didn't I? Unverfehrt. Unverfehrt. I've only known the guy for 5 years and said his name 1,000 times. Unverfehrt. I was trying to say Unverfehrt since there's an H in there.
Yeah. It's silent.
That doesn't work at all.
No. Nope.
Dustin and Kris are here, and we're going to talk about the Hoyleton Hofbraufest, which is coming up this weekend here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We do appreciate you tuning in. That's by the way, we'll get to Kris and Dustin here in a minute, but that's over in Hoyleton, and so yeah, we're going to talk all about that. So it's going to be, you're going to have a lot of fun watching the show today, but let's tell you a little bit about what's going on in and around your area first today. Actually, for Monday, July 3rd, I figured there'd be nothing going on, but actually there are the few people are still throwing their big 4th of July parties today. I know over in at Lake Sarah tonight, up in Effingham, just off Effingham. That's when they do, tonight is when they do their large fireworks. I think they might have a band there too. Public invited to watch the fireworks on the beach. The fireworks will start at dusk. That's from 8 o'clock until 9:59. It says 2 hours of fireworks. If they've got 2 hours of fireworks, whew, more power to them. That's a ton of fireworks. Also, I believe Sisney is doing their fireworks on the 3rd of July. So Sisney will be doing theirs tonight, and I think those will start around 9 o'clock. And that's duskish time in Sisney as well. How about July 4th? You looking for more fireworks? I got them for you. The city of Effingham. I already told you about Lake Sarah. So if you're up in Effingham, you can see fireworks in 2 different places. On Monday night at Lake Sarah. On Tuesday night, the city of Effingham is doing their fireworks, and they're going to be doing them at the Effingham High School football field. The fireworks will start there at dusk, again about 9 o'clock or something like that. They'll probably have some food trucks and such around, but that will be at 9 o'clock tonight over in Effingham. In Olney tonight. Now, this is cool. The Cummins Municipal Band, of which I'm a member, we're going to be playing tonight Tuesday night, the 4th at 7:30. We'll play for about half an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, probably 45 minutes. And then after that, they're going to have the large Olney fireworks, and that's always a good show. That's going to start around 9 o'clock. The band, there in the band shell in Olney City Park, will be at 7:30. Of course, we're going to play Stars and Stripes, Forever, National Anthem. Since we got smoked out of having a gig last Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play a couple of the songs we were supposed to play last week. So it'll be fun. We got some jazzy stuff going on too. A little bit of Count Basie, a little bit of Duke Ellington, swing more than jazz. So that'll be fun. That's in Olney tomorrow night. Salem. Now, I was saving the best for last as the fireworks displays go. Salem's traditional fireworks display planned for 9 o'clock Tuesday evening. Now, the city council pays for these fireworks, right? And over the years, they've always paid $15,000 at it, $15,000 at it. They've been very pleased and proud to do that. But if you're waking up after the bicentennial celebration over the weekend, just know they added an extra 10 grand to the fireworks. So if you're used to the Salem fireworks being, just really cool and big, This year they're going to be really cooler and bigger because it's $25,000 worth of fireworks rather than $15,000 worth of fire. You guys putting on the fireworks at the at Hoyleton?
No, we do not do fireworks.
Everybody is sick of fireworks by July 7th, 8th, and 9th. But yeah, that's all going on today and tomorrow here in and around your areas. The fireworks displays that you can find all over the place. What else is going on? Not much here on July 3rd, but there are, of course, national holidays, right? On July 3rd. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a big one. Actually, it's not that big one. It is National Chocolate Wafer Day. If you're a chocolate lover, even these little bite-sized chocolate wafers can be just a big old fun favorite. Have one for breakfast, have one for lunch, have one for dinner. Also called sugar wafers, these delicate snacks melt in your mouth. They've been made since the mid-1800s in the United States, and makers often call them many names: wafer cookies, sugar wafers, sugar biscuits, fairy wafers. While many have enjoyed them as snacks, they've also become a favorite after-dinner treat or served during teas. Lightly flavored and layered with creamy filling, the cookies delight folks of all ages. Okay, have you guys enjoyed chocolate wafers during high tea?
I have not. I'm like the vanilla, the orange ones, kind of.
Your guys are vanilla.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
To me, I'm like you. I very seldom see the chocolate ones.
No.
I mean, it makes you think of maybe what is it? Is it Kit Kat?
Yes.
The Kit Kat bars have the wafers. Those are pretty good, but yeah, I don't blame you a bit. I'm more of the vanilla type of wafers too. But now this next one I can get behind, and actually there's a pretty big story about this one, ladies and gentlemen. July 3rd is also National Fried Clam Day. Fried clams, an iconic food in New England states, but pretty much everywhere else. They've been the seaside clam shacks and roadside restaurants have been serving these delectable nuggets for many, many years. And why do you wonder? Why do you pick it as July 3rd? Well, there's a big old story behind that. In 1914, Lawrence Henry Chubby Woodman and his wife Bessie opened a small concession stand on Main Street in Essex, Massachusetts. On weekends, they sold small grocery items, including tater chips and fresh clams that Chubby dug himself. At first, the business was slow, but then on July 3rd, 2 years later, 1916, things began to change. On that day, he complained to local fisherman named Tar, who was visiting the stand. Business is slower than a couple of snails headed uphill. Tar, while nibbling on the tasty homemade chips, noticed a bucket of clams nearby and jokingly said, "Well, why don't you fry up some of your clams? If they're as tasty as these potato chips of yours, you'll never have to worry about having enough customers." Fried clams at that time were unheard of, and two other customers rewarded Tar's comments with cold stares. "That's ridiculous," said one. The other one remarked, "Clams have shells." The poor fisherman muttered, "I wasn't serious. It was a joke. I know you can't fry clams like chips." Well, I guess you can. However, after the three people left, Chubby and Bessie thought about it. What if they did fry up some and sold them? And if they tasted good, they would have created a way to increase demand. And they tried it, and all of a sudden, by golly, the 4th of July hit the next day, and it was just bedlam. It was people wanting fried clams all over the place. They started selling fried clams, and that is, I don't know, that sounds legendary. But who am I to say? Who am I to say? But yeah, all right, now I've got to ask you, which of these fried clams do you guys think looks better? That's the same picture. This one or this one?
That one would be my choice.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I like the other one.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I like the other one. Yeah. I like the other one too, Dustin. This would be mine.
Yeah.
Because I like panko. You know, and that's got the panko breading there on it. But this one looked. I mean, those look good too. Yeah. I'm not gonna put you down, Kris, for liking
That's okay.
So yeah, Woodman's of Essex submitted National Fried Clam Day back in 2015, and it has been July 3rd ever since then. So yeah, now we've all learned something new. What else is going on today on July 3rd, ladies and gentlemen? This is also, I guess this goes with fried clams. I don't know how. But National Eat Your Beans Day is a live healthy holiday observed every year on July 3rd. This day celebrates the bean, vegetable in all sizes, shapes, and colors. Beans date back to the early 7th millennium BC, making them one of the longest cultivated plants as they were years and years. 7th millennium BC. What did I say? 700? 7 millenniums BC. As they were 9 millenniums ago, beans are a significant source of protein. If you're looking for complex carbs, folate, fiber, and iron, eat some beans. Excellent source for each. There are approximately how many bean varieties, folks, do you think there are? Give you a guess. I'll give you a guess. If you get within 10,000, I'll give you.
Oh my goodness!
I'll give you a prize.
We should be able to get.
How many different bean varieties are there? What do you say, Kris?
277.
277. That's wrong. How about you?
Sure it is.
532.
40,000.
40,000.
Really?
Wow.
40,000 varieties
Wow.
of bean. I don't think they're all in that picture, but
No.
but there are 40,000 bean varieties in the world. Only a fraction of these are mass produced, and so yeah, all kinds of different beans. If you're looking for something more or less healthy, or if one particular bean floats your boat better than the other, by all means, go get it. Beans, you can't go wrong today. Beans, fried clams, and chocolate wafers for dessert. What else do you want for nothing? What do you want to see on TV today, folks, ladies and gentlemen? Actually, interestingly enough, even with it being the day before the 4th of July, some teams are having afternoon or early evening games because they're going to do fireworks and such themselves. As in Milwaukee, the Brewers are hosting the Cubs today at 1:10. Drew Smiley versus Julio Teheran. That's on Marquee, channel 597. At 5:05 tonight, it's the Reds at the Washington Nationals. Luke Weaver versus Jake Irvin. That'll be this evening on Fox Sports 1, channel 610. That'll be followed on Fox Sports 1 by another game at 8:40, the LA Angels at the San Diego Padres, and Shohei Ohtani pitching for the Angels. You don't want to miss that. That's also again on Fox Sports 1. He'll go against Blake Snell. Finally, Cardinals in action tonight as well, as they're playing in Cincinnati. Pardon me, they're playing in Miami at the Miami Marlins tonight at 5:40 our time. Miles Mikolas versus Braxton Garrett, and that's on Bally channel 630. So we're going to have some fun today talking about the Hoyleton Hofbraufest with Kris Schnitker and Dustin Unverfehrt, and we will be right back here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right after these words. Do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I'm Dr. Eric Pikus. I'm a general practice physician here at CRHPC, and I work at the Clay Medical Center in Flora. One of the things that I love about working for CRHPC is the fact that it's a federally qualified healthcare center, and that means that we can take care of any patient, whatever the case may be. We don't have to worry about their financial situation, and I love the fact that we can take care of anybody that needs our help. So no matter what care somebody needs, we're going to give them the best possible care available without judgment.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on the Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for joining us today. And please do welcome back to the show in the first time in the new digs. Dustin Unverfehrt. How you doing, Dustin?
I'm doing good.
Good to see you. Thanks very much for being here. And Kris Schnitker. How you doing, Chris?
I'm wonderful, yes.
Thank you guys both so much for coming back here. I always love talking about the Hoyleton Hofbraufest because this is one of the local events that started years ago and has been able to maintain and continue on, and it really has wonderful tradition, doesn't it, Kris?
Excellent traditions, yes. I mean, this is our 55th year, and we just keep doing more and more, and it takes a lot of people to put this together and a lot of help from a lot of people.
A lot of help from a lot of folks, and I got to ask Dustin now. There's like a committee that takes care of the whole thing, right?
Right. Yeah.
Are any of the original creators of the thing still around and still hanging out on the committee? 55 years is a long time.
Yeah. Not on the committee. I think most of the original people have all passed away.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Some of the family members are still in the area.
Yeah. Well, and
they help out. You know.
Yes.
And there are probably some people around who've been to some of the early ones.
Oh yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are both from Hoyleton.
Correct.
Originally.
Yeah.
I guess, do you remember your first memory of a Hofbraufest? How old were you? Do you remember, Dustin?
I mean, I was fairly young. I mean, I always remember the tractor pull and the rides and all that from just running around and seeing your friends and stuff that you hadn't seen in 6 weeks since school
hadn't seen since school got out.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Kris? Do you remember?
I'm not originally from Hoyleton. I married and came into Hoyleton, so probably.
You do remember?
I do.
You remember your first a lot better than he would.
I was dating my husband at the time.
Yeah.
So it's still my husband, but we were dating at the time. I should say, clarify that. Get myself in trouble.
Well, this was my third husband.
No. I had one for over 30 years, and I think I'll just keep it that way.
So you remember over 30 years ago.
Yes.
Were they still this one of my favorite stories that Dustin and the gang have told me over the years was back in the day when they used to dip beer with the remember you used the
buckets.
The buckets.
Yeah.
Were they doing that
No,
yet?
they were not doing it.
You never saw that?
No, I don't remember the buckets. We had draft beer, which we don't have now. We have all can or bottles.
I do remember the buckets.
Yeah.
You do remember the buckets?
Yeah.
How did that work?
That I don't remember. I just remember.
Well, you weren't drinking.
We weren't, yeah, they
No,
were.
I was drinking out of the bottle, but not that kind of bottle. So.
Two different kinds of bottles.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Well, see, that's cool, and I'm glad that you've been able to keep the traditions alive of the Hoyleton Hofbraufest. There, I mean, just a huge. This is going to be a ton of fun going on this weekend. There are some new things. Tell me one of the big new items going on this weekend, Dustin.
One of the new things on Friday night is we're actually going to do a beer pong tournament.
A beer pong tournament. Let me see. I think I've got the screen for that. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Tell me about the beer pong. Now, I got to tell you, I must admit, I am of an age where we went to college. I went to college. They had not yet invented
beer pong.
It was the.
I'm right there with you.
Okay. Now you're a little younger than me.
Yeah. I'm not a beer pong player either, though. So.
But did you see it played from time to time? And
I've seen it played. Yeah. But
do you play it?
I have not. I don't.
I've always been intrigued by the rules of beer pong. How you win. I've never really understood how you win because. Now, okay, let's take a look again at the poster here. And again, this is Friday night, I guess. Registration at 7:30. All this, ladies and gentlemen, downtown Hoyleton, Illinois, or really just north of
in the park,
north of the highway, in the park there. So. 2 beers per person per game. How's that work? Okay, you have 2-man teams, right?
Correct. Yep.
Who's in charge of this, by the way? Are you in charge of this?
No, I am not.
Kris, are you in charge?
No. I know nothing about beer pong.
Yeah, Derek Shawanka's in charge of it this year. He grew up in Hoyleton and stuff, and approached us. Actually, he kind of got a little group playing last year during the Hofbraufest. He's like, we need to do a full-on tournament next year. And I said, if you want to chair it,
Hey, that's great.
Yes.
That's great.
So he came to me with the idea, and I said, we're open to ideas. I said, I just need somebody to take the ball and run with it type of thing.
Okay, all right. So I guess I'm back to where I was. How do you win? Is the object is to throw the ping pong across the table into the cup,
yes.
right?
I think it's got to bounce.
Does it have to bounce?
Yeah,
I think it's got to bounce. That's the only thing I know about beer pong.
Yeah.
It's got to bounce and hit in the cup, and then I'm not sure what you do.
Yeah. Then they take it out and then they drink. But,
if the ball gets in the cup, that's when they. And this one,
and you would try to get all your cups gone.
So once you drink the cup, do you take that cup away then?
Yeah.
Is that the way it is?
Yeah.
So
once you drink the cup goes.
Yeah.
So you trying? I'm trying to take the cup away from my opponent. If I wipe out make him drink all of his beer.
Yeah.
And are they 2-man teams or 1-man teams?
2-man teams.
So me and my teammate are on the same side, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Because the other people will be. Yeah. Okay, well that makes more sense. So I'm intrigued by the rule down here at the bottom, the 2 beers per person per game, which I love, and I'm assuming that you're filling of the 6 beers, you're filling each about a third full, right?
They're not full.
Right, yeah. Each of those are about a third full. Yeah. The tricky part is as you continue down the bracket.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You would think it'd get a little more challenging. Yes. I've never played.
Are you going to play?
No, I can't partake in things. I'm busy all weekend.
Oh, you're working.
Yes,
okay. Are you going to play, Dustin?
I'm just as busy as
yes.
her.
Yes.
Yeah. It's Friday night the 7th. Again, this is July 7th, 8th, and 9th. This is Friday night the 7th. Even if right now you're thinking, Bruce, this is the silliest thing I've ever heard. Yeah. But it's a lot of fun.
It is.
It's a lot of fun, and people. Actually, there are people at it, Dustin, that are really good, aren't they?
Oh yes, there's like leagues, I think, as far as this in tournaments and that kind of thing. As long as you're 21, you can come and play.
Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. I didn't even think about that. The official rules: 2 beers per. There will be prize money. $20 per team. Friday the 7th at 8:00 start. That's the thing. Even if you don't want to play, I have only watched beer pong from the side, and I've never seen people not having a lot of fun watching beer pong.
Yep.
But that's really cool. I tell you what, I'm just tickled about a beer pong tournament. How many teams do you think you'll get?
I'm not sure.
How many does he think he'll get?
I haven't talked to him about that yet, so I don't know for sure.
Yeah. Well.
And a lot of teams come in last minute, as you know. That's kind
that's
of
the thing. I mean, if you end up, if say you lose your sand volleyball game that night, that's when you might want to switch competition.
there you go.
You might want to play something else. I tell you what, that's what's new. But there's all kinds of other new stuff. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We are talking about the 55th annual Hoyleton Hofbraufest, set for July 7th, 8th, and 9th this weekend, and we're going to come back talk a lot more about it right after these words. Do stick around.
At Midwest Farm and Land, we've got a team of dedicated land, home, and commercial experts ready to help.
We understand that buying or selling a property can be extremely stressful. Let our folks take care of you and help you find your perfect piece of property.
Whether it's recreational or hunting land, farmland, homes, or commercial, we're there to help.
Local experts with national reach. If you're interested, give us a call, 618-532-1961, or check us out on the website, MidwestFarmCo.com.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We're just getting started talking about the 55th annual Hoyleton Hofbraufest, set for July 7th, 8th, and 9th in Hoyleton, in the park in Hoyleton this weekend, and along with Kris, Schnitker, and Dustin, Unverfehrt. And we are, what else going on Friday? Friday's the big first night. You have music on Friday, right? Tell me about what's going on.
Yeah, so we got the Threshermen were there last year, and they're coming back again this year.
Tell me about the Threshermen.
They're kind of a country rock band kind of thing. I don't get to listen a whole lot to the music because I'm stuck in doing my job in my little space of the world, but we got a lot of compliments on them.
Really?
So, yep.
I must tell you, and I must admit, I am the silliest person in the world. I think of Threshermen. When I think of a Thresherman, I think of a guy standing in a field of wheat.
Yep.
with a scythe. Yeah. This is not that at all.
No, it's a music band, yes.
Okay, well, and what time are they?
They start at 7:30.
Start at 7:30. Okay, go until 11. The whole weekend long, pretty much everything stops at 11:30 on Friday and Saturday, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, going long every night. But the other fun part on Friday, the sand volleyball gets kicked up, doesn't it?
Correct. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about let's see where I've got the sand. There it is.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tell me about the co-ed sand volleyball. What's going on?
We have 8 teams again this year. So.
Are you already set?
Yeah.
Okay, people have already signed up now, huh?
Yep.
So you're full.
Yeah. But yeah, they kick off on Friday night and then play all day Saturday. And It's
and
fun to watch.
All day on Sunday, and it brings a lot of kids in.
Yeah.
What kind of age group are we talking here for the same? I mean, will you have the fat old adults like me playing, or will you have, or is it?
Like high school,
it's a little bit.
Like 20, 30.
It's too athletic for me now, isn't it?
Well, they have some competitive teams, but some of them are just out there for fun too. So it's all age groups. I mean, there's really no restriction. If you feel comfortable going out there doing it, then more power to you. I don't feel comfortable going out there doing it.
We are talking, by the way, I hadn't thrown that one up there yet, the Hoyleton Hofbraufest. I like your little motif. We've had him before, haven't we?
Yes.
Yep.
He does a nice job. Again, that is the 7th through the 9th coming up. What else on Friday we need to talk about out there? That's when your vendor fair starts.
Yeah, the vendor fair kicks off on Friday, like 5 o'clock, and food stands open up. And
a food truck. And
the food truck as well as your stands.
Yes.
Correct.
So there's plenty of food.
Oh.
There is endless amounts of food. I mean, we're
Plenty
having
of
more
food.
food this year than I think we've probably ever had.
I tell you what, let's do. I'm going to take another quick break, and then I'm going to come back, and we're going to talk about all the food.
Okay.
And then we're going to talk about Saturday. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
I realize that was a quick one, but we're going to pack Saturday in to the next segment, folks, and Sunday's going to be great, too. Again, with Kris Schnitker here, along with Dustin Unverfehrt. We'll be back on Big Talk right after this. Please do stick around. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Joined here today by Dustin and Kris, and we are talking about the 55th annual Hoyleton Hofbraufest set for, like you see there, July 7th through the 9th. And folks, we've got just a ton more here still to cover. If you're following at home, take a snapshot of your screen right now, and then you can put that in your phone, and you'll be able to know exactly when anything is going on at any time, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Friday's a big day. Saturday's a huge day. Starts with we're going to, after we eat all that food. Well, let's get to the food first. You've got a new vendor this year.
We do.
Tell me about
them. We have Crystal Altoff with ABC Concessions coming. She was there a couple years ago with a limited menu, but she's coming back this year. She's got wraps and sandwiches and nachos, funnel cakes, corn dogs.
And this is
corn, yeah.
So, and you've always been known at the Hoyleton at the Hofbraufest for your food. I mean, with the German potato salad and all the rest of it. Yeah. This is in addition to all that, right?
Correct. Yes, we're still going to have our traditional German food, all of our bratwurst and our pulled pork sandwiches, and of course our homemade famous German potato salad. We made several batches of that last Wednesday.
I was going to say it's pretty fresh, right?
Yes, it is, and it's very good. I sampled it already.
All right. Since you helped supervise the construction.
Yes, I washed the dishes. I was the dishwasher.
How many pounds of potatoes did we go through?
Well, we haven't made the actual German potato salad yet. We just make the sauce first.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, we don't actually mix it up until the day of.
It's like 30 gallons of sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a lot of sauce.
It was.
We usually go through about 600 pounds of potatoes.
Mm-hmm. 600 to 800 pounds. Yep.
Okay, now I must ask: Are we peeling them all, or is this going to be just cut and throw in, or what are we doing here?
Well, it's going to be a little different this year. The state of Illinois has kind of made some new rules.
JERKS, jerks. What are they doing?
Well, the state of Illinois, does not like anybody to cook and serve food publicly that you charge for, unless you have a certificate of insurance and you're covered by all of that.
Of course.
Well, in the past, all the ladies in the community peeled, boiled, and were brought them in at certain times and that kind of thing, and that's the way that it was set up. So this year we've just had to go to prepared potatoes, then we've made the German potato salads totally homemade. So
that's taking the fun out of it, isn't it?
So, well, for a lot of people, they're like, okay, good.
My hands are still hurting from peeling.
Exactly, and not everybody would peel them and cook them the same way and slice them the same way, and it got to be a little bit of a...
real potatoes.
They're still potatoes, exactly.
Oh, okay. Well, I see. Now that's cool. You didn't. That's cool. You didn't need to go into that kind of detail.
So, well, it's been a...
Has it been a thing?
It's been a thing. Well, yes, it's been a thing, yes.
Things are always a thing, aren't
you
they?
got it. Yes, especially around a small town.
I'm fired up about the potato thing.
Yes.
Well, we don't want to get started on the other things.
No.
Tell me about the brats. Where are we getting the brats?
The bratwurst comes from Bierman's.
Okay.
How
about fish? That all coming from Bierman too? See, I guess you can't go down to the skillet fork and buy fish now, can you?
Nope. That's coming from one of our vendors as well, with like the French fries and the chicken strips and all of that is where they come from. But our pork burgers and
barbecue pork and all that comes from Bierman.
So you're telling me the food is going to be available in two different styles. You'll have either the stuff from ABC,
correct?
And is that going to be? I know you guys usually sell most of your food out of the main community building, right?
It's out of the summer kitchen off right beside the main building. Yeah. This will be in a food truck just a little bit away from our main building.
So over the course of the park, say you're walking around and you feel like at one point you feel like a corn dog, which even though it's not on the menu, ladies and gentlemen, they will have corn dogs.
Yes, we will. We were with no carnival being held this year. We had a lot of people saying, "Well, we want carnival food. We want carnival food." So that's why we brought this food truck in to satisfy their needs too with the carnival, because it'll be like the lemon shake-ups, the funnel cakes, and all those kind of things.
Absolutely, and as Annie's mentioned, there's no midway, no rides, carnival. There are attractions for the kids with the bouncy houses, right?
Correct. We got bouncy houses, we got carnival games, and we've got two big yard games. There'll be like a Connect Four and the big size family Jenga, but we had to last minute get a bouncy house in. We had a carnival last year, and they said they would come on a trial basis, and unfortunately they said we were just too small of a community, and for all the setup, the tear down, and the equipment, they just could not come back.
There are fewer and fewer carnivals that go around anymore. The Illinois has lost, I know, about a third of theirs over the past year or so. If you talk to anybody who puts together a fair, they can tell you all about it. I'm intrigued by Connect 4 Family Connect 4. What is this?
It's a big, giant Connect 4. It's probably even taller than, well, maybe not quite as tall as you, because you got to be able to put the little trinkets in there. Yes,
but it's I guess Frisbee size.
Yes, exactly.
Waist high or something.
Yes, and then you just play Connect 4 like you ever do, and then the Jenga pieces are real big too.
Are they wood too?
I'm assuming they're wood. I've not seen them since this is the first year we've had this particular event come and do it. So yes,
the biggest Jenga pieces I've seen have been about like brick size.
Yeah, no,
these are going to be bigger
these
than
go
that.
on the ground. Yeah, I would say they're at least this wide. Probably at least 2 foot wide. So, but yes.
Good grief! You got to look out for when you pull one
well,
up.
You do run.
Run like the wind, so the thing doesn't topple on you.
Yes, but no, I would definitely like to put a plug in for Elite Events. They're the ones coming out and supplying all of the bouncy houses, games, and prizes for us, and they're going to staff the event and everything for us. And it was kind of a last minute thing.
Well, that's
and
outstanding. Where are they out of?
They're out of Edwardsville, and they stood. I called them, and they're like, "Yeah." And I said, "You know what? You're the professionals here." I said, "This is the amount of money we want to spend." I said, "Do it." And within 2 hours, I had the contract and everything, and they were wonderful to work with. Yes.
And one armband gets them the rides and the games and everything.
Everything for all 4 hours. They're 4 hours on Saturday, 4 hours on Sunday, and yes, the first armband is $25, and every sibling thereafter is $10 for the whole time.
So what time do the bounce houses start? At 6 o'clock each night.
6 to 10 on Saturday, 1 to 5, I believe it is on Sunday. Yes.
Okay, 1 to 5 on Sunday, 6 to 10 on Saturday. Yes. You've got the 5K run walk Saturday morning. Tell me about that.
Yes, go ahead.
This is, I think, the 16th year?
Something, yes. We've been doing it quite some time.
Well, there it is, 16th annual.
It kicks off at the 5K's at, I think, 8 o'clock, and then they do a youth run at 9 o'clock. So
how long is the youth run?
It's a half a mile, yes.
All right, that's a little easier than 3 miles of the 5K.
Correct.
You've been, over the course of the 16 years, you've been getting more and more folks involved in this, haven't you?
Yes, we have to. I mean, this takes a lot of work.
No, I'm not talking about people working. I'm talking about the people running. The number of the crowd running.
And the more we are trying to get more and more sign up. Of course, the weather plays a big part in all that. But no, our 5K committee does a wonderful job as well. They go out and they advertise really well, and they get a lot of contributions and runners. And
you can go to www.raceroster.com right there. Take a picture of that, folks, and get yourself signed up. Probably still get yourself a T-shirt, can't you? I would think.
I'm not
they try to accommodate,
Yes, I know they had to turn all that information in, and they have them ordered. So
T-shirts all the way up to XXX on there. So you might be able to lose a couple of LBs while you're running down. That help out a lot. My favorite part, and I was there for this a couple of years ago, and I loved and enjoyed watching the kids go up against each other on the tractor pull.
Kiddie tractor pull, that draws a big crowd too. Yes.
When's that? What time is that on Saturday?
That's at 11 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah. And the sand volleyball tournament's also going to get restarted at 11 o'clock that day.
Washers, and we got bags and all kinds of stuff going on.
Washers and bags are later on, right?
Yeah.
Noon and 1, roughly.
Oh, okay. That's the thing. You probably will have some folks who will participate in both, one or both of those, right?
That's correct.
Because, and I got to ask, and I'm trying to remember from the last time I was there, what kind of washer pits are we dealing with here? It's the square pit with the hole,
the circle
that pops up in the middle of it.
You got it.
That is correct.
Okay, I see. There are others that have the square pits that have the flat tops that you can roll them in.
Oh, really?
With these washers, you can't roll them in.
No.
They're the washer boxes.
They have to
the washer boxes, and of course the bags are generally it's the same everywhere. But but it can
or
vary.
Cornhole, whichever way you want to roll with that.
Cornhole.
That's a subject too.
Well, that's what the professionals call them. So,
yes.
we call it. I don't mind calling them cornhole. A lot of music on Saturday. Tell me who's singing.
We have Sydney King. She is I think she was an 8th grader this year from Woodlawn. So she brings her guitar and sings and stuff. So that's 5:30 to 6:30, and then the Drells are back that evening, starting at 7:30.
Okay.
They have a huge following.
Huge
they have
following.
A big brass section.
They've been there, but they were there last year.
Last year, and they brought a great crowd in, and that's what we need. We need the support.
Yeah.
Okay. You said a big brass section. How big a brass section are we talking about here? They got a sousaphone?
I'm not sure if I know what that is,
I don't
but
know that.
I mean,
I had time to even watch them last year.
So yeah, I didn't even hear him last year because I was working. But I was just at a place here a couple weeks ago and they had them. I mean, there's trombone, there's saxophone, there's about 9 or 10 of them. They bring in their own lights. They have a light show. They have everything. They're very remarkable, talented musicians.
And I see here at 8 p.m. also, and I was looking online at I pulled all these off of your Facebook. You can go to the Facebook page for what, Hoyleton Hofbraufest?
Hoyleton Community Club.
Hoyleton Community Club, and it'll have an event page for the Hoyleton Hofbraufest, and you can find all these pictures that I've been putting up. I had one for the Flippy Cup, and I thought it was from 2015.
It could be. We've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't know if you were still doing it this year.
Yep.
Tell me how the Flippy Cup thing works. You've done this for a while, haven't you?
Again, don't.
You don't do it.
We don't get to partake in it.
You don't. I can't believe you don't say, Kris, I need about half an hour here.
Yes.
I'm going to go have a smoke and play Flippy Cup.
Well, he doesn't smoke for one, so I don't have to worry about that.
All right, so Kris, you say to him, Dustin, I need time. I'm going to go have a smoke and play Flippy Cup.
Well, I got to count money, so I can't really be drinking. So drinking and money counting doesn't always work
Flippy
well.
Cup, how does Flippy Cup work?
Yeah, I think is there 5 people on each side?
Possibly. I've never played either.
But yeah, they have their little cups set up on the edge of the table with probably a third or whatever of their drink. And so when it's their turn, they have to drink it, and then they set it down, and then they hit the bottom of it, and that cup's
the goal is to get it to stand.
Flip the cup, yes.
Yeah, flip it over, and it's got to land back on the table. And if it doesn't land upside down, then they got to try it again. So, and then as soon as they're done, then the next person. So
it's a relay over there.
Yeah,
yes, it is a relay.
How many people on the team? You said
we think 5. Yes.
Okay. So it's not one person doing 5.
No.
No.
Flipping that might make the last one more difficult.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the first team that all 5 contestants or players, I should say, flip their cup and drink their beer and get done, then they've won that round, and then they go on to the process of elimination.
I love learning, ladies and gentlemen. I love learning. One other thing, I tell you what, let's take a quick break. We'll talk Sunday, but there's also one other thing going on Saturday that we're going to talk about as well. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I've got Dustin Unverfehrt down there, along with Kris Schnitker here, and we're talking about the 55th annual Hoyleton Hofbraufest. I'm getting it backwards, aren't I? And we're going to come back, talk about Sunday. It's all weekend event. Sunday's actually arguably the best day because that is fried chicken day. We'll be back right after this, folks. Do please stick around.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV, talking with Dustin Unverfehrt over there, Kris Schnitker here, about the 55th annual Hoyleton Hofbraufest. And we're done with Saturday, but what we forgot to talk about, except for one thing. At 11 o'clock in the morning, it's the big tractor and lawnmower show. Tell me about the tractor and lawnmower show.
Yeah. The size of it varies every year, but we always have.
Is it classic tractors, or people bringing in the big John Deere 4440s or something?
Classic.
It's more classic. Yeah. Anything you can bring any kind you want, but it's more classic.
Okay.
We have a lot of farmers in the area that are just collectors, and like to restore and tinker with them.
How about the lawnmowers? Are people bringing in their Cub Cadets? Nobody's bringing in. I got to tell you, it's been years. It has been probably 50 years or maybe close to that since I saw one of the lawnmowers, a push mower that was without a motor. Just the regular,
the blades, like yes.
Will somebody bring in one of those? That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool. But
I don't think so. I think these are all pretty much motorized.
Yeah. So, motorized riding
wheels,
on.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, that's. I'm old school, folks. That's you can keep that. But speaking of old school, tell me about this. What's going on Sunday here?
Well, Sunday, our biggest thing is car show brings in so many people, and they love to come and eat our chicken dinner, which we'll talk about later.
We'll get to the chicken dinner.
Yes, but
trust me, Kris, we'll get to the chicken dinner.
The car show is so well organized as well, and they pull in so many cars. They come from far and near, and
this is what surprised
very
me.
Well done.
I've been there on Saturday. I've seen the tractor show. I have driven past on Sunday. I haven't been able to go. There's probably 125, 150 cars.
Yes.
It's well over 100, yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes we have trouble finding room to park them all.
Park them all.
And it's the top 60 are getting plaques, but then you're going to have another 50 or 60 that are just beautiful cars on their face.
Yes.
They just don't win the particular award.
No.
Nope. It's just amazing how far it all reaches out and where they come from. It is just a very well-oiled machine as well.
And if you have questions, right there you see the phone number to get a hold of folks, as well as you can go online or email somebody. But, we haven't mentioned over the course of the whole weekend, you're going to have the raffles and stuff too. What are some of the prizes? What are we doing?
We're well over 40 prizes, probably around 50. Everything from gift cards to different restaurants. We have Seavers Equipment there in Hoyleton. They donated a nice tool set. Mm-hmm. We have a portable radio.
A Milwaukee radio.
Yeah.
We have a Mac wagon.
Oh, Milwaukee radio.
Yeah, we have
those
a
are the contractor radios, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Very
you can beat those things with a hammer.
Yep. Yeah.
And they'll keep working.
Nice.
Yeah. The wagon. We
have the Mac wagon, one of those big. It's a collapsible big.
Where would one find the raffle tickets? Where will I, if I'm wanting to get some tickets for stuff, or for the 50-50 draw? Probably at the same place, right?
Yeah. All the beer tickets, the raffle tickets, and the armbands for the bouncy houses will be sold in the oblong octagon.
The gazebo.
Little gazebo, yes.
The white gazebo.
Mm-hmm.
Oblong octagon.
Oblong octagon. That's what it is.
I love it. Does it really have 8 sides? Except 2 of them are longer.
Longer, yes, exactly. It does. They stretched out our
See, ladies and gentlemen, I did great in geometry in school. Now that's cool. Okay, so that's how the beer's going to work. Is that how the food works too?
No, the food you'll locations for the food. There'll be our summer kitchen, which is where all the German, that we provide, and then there'll be a food truck
you'll pay
with all
there.
the other. The food truck you pay at the food truck. Our food you pay at our stand.
At the Octagon.
No. At the stand. At the food stand.
At the food stand. Okay.
The only thing you pay at the Octagon is the beer, the raffle,
tickets.
and the armbands. Correct.
And that's right there in the middle of
It's
the park.
kind of the center of the park. Yes.
Yeah.
You can't miss it.
You cannot miss it. The beer will be on the side, off to the sides always. That's where the beer trucks can find the park.
Yep, but you got to buy your beer tickets first before you get your beer.
Because if you walk up there to get your beer without a beer ticket,
correct,
they'll say you need a ticket.
Yep. Exactly.
Save steps, folks. Save steps. And by the time it's Sunday, you've already had a big Friday and a big Saturday. It's Sunday. You're going to be tired. You want to save steps.
Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds of things to do on Sunday, starting with church at 9 o'clock. Is that 9? 8 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock, yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. And how big a crowd do you get for the devotional service?
Oh, there's a good handful, and it's mainly the people that are
the
working.
Folks are working.
Yes, because
church.
pastor will hop back to church and have regular church service for those that are not working.
Okay.
So, yes.
Then we've got to take care of the service for the folks who are working, because they are working on the highlight of the weekend at 11 a.m. Tell me what's going on at 11 a.m.
Our famous fried chicken, smoked chicken dinner, bratwurst dinner that's in the air-conditioned building.
The fried or smoked chicken and bratwurst dinner, what all comes with that? You get the German potato salad.
Mashed potatoes and gravy, corn, green beans.
Is there applesauce?
Applesauce,
okay,
yeah.
Yes.
And a drink. So.
Yep, and it's all you can eat. And then you can buy dessert for extra if you want a dessert. But
what are the desserts?
The community just makes homemade stuff and
cakes and pies. So.
What are some of the? I mean, I'm a dessert guy. What are some of the? What are the highlights? Give me the highlights. I'll make it. Like last night, I had some M&M pie.
M&M pie. That sounds
really,
I was
really
gonna
good.
Say that sounds interesting. Did you bring the recipe?
I was shocked. No, it was at a restaurant. So yeah,
Really?
but I'd never had M&M pie, and it was outstanding.
Okay.
What are some of the pies and whatever's in season?
Yeah.
Peach, maybe strawberry.
Yeah.
Well, and this one over here is very famous for his cheesecakes.
You're making cheesecake.
I can't promise that.
It depends on how busy we get, but sometimes he does.
It appears we're going to need to do a little arm twisting.
Depends on how much time I have.
Between now and then, yes.
What's the price on the all-you-can-eat chicken dinner? This is it's tremendously affordable.
Yeah.
Oh,
as I
yes.
recall. It's like I can't remember. You guys,
can't even remember.
Have you set the price yet this year?
We have not talked about the chicken so much, no.
Yeah.
We talked about all the food concession stands and stuff.
It's all you can eat.
Yes,
I was thinking it was like $15 or $15.
Yeah, it's well worth it because it's all you can eat.
14 or
Yes.
15. I think it was 14 last year.
Yeah.
And then it's like the fried chicken, the smoked chicken, and the bratwurst. So
Can
you
you
get plenty
believe
of
all
meat.
you can eat fried chicken and
It's famous fried chicken.
It's
people-
good.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the good stuff.
Yes.
folks.
We usually serve like 900 people that day. So
No kidding.
just in the
Yes.
chicken dinner. Yeah.
I think we got
Wow.
lots of chicken in the cooler right now. Yes.
Oh, is the cooler ready to go?
Yeah, the cooler's ready.
The chickens are. Who all makes the chicken? You,
Well, we clean it all
You're-
first, so
I
whoever
was
can
gonna say,
get
you're
together
counting
and
money.
clean
You're
it.
not making chicken.
No, I'm not making chicken, but I mean,
we have a couple guys from the community that do it, and
that are famous
Yeah.
for their fried chicken. In
Oh,
fact,
there you
I
go.
saw the Washington County Fair, which is right after ours. It said famous fried chicken by our guys, Steve
It's
Rensing.
by your guys.
By our guys.
By the
Steve
same
Rensing
guys.
and
Yeah,
myself.
that's how you
Yes.
know.
Yes.
That's how you know. We've got about a minute to go. We're with the quilt auction on Sunday at
Yes.
1 o'clock.
we got over 50 quilts on that. So.
You can't miss that. If
No.
you're a quilter and you want to just take a look around and see some good quilts.
Beautiful quilts.
Usually you don't see them auctioned off. Usually folks just show them.
Yeah.
You're going to sell some.
We've
we
done
sell
the
all of
auction
them.
for
Yeah. They're all
many
up for
years
auction.
now, and we have an excellent crew organizing that as well.
Horseshoe tournament at noon on Sunday. The bouncy house and the other events from the Edwardsville folks
Yes.
starting at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Then music all Sunday evening. Tell me about the Polka Connection.
Yeah, the Polka Connection's back from 4 to 8, so
And they've been coming every Sunday, year after year, and they have a good following, and people enjoy that Pokemon.
Ray Stanowski, along with Mike Wisniewski, you want to be there for that. All of it again at the Hoyleton, where is that? The Hoyleton Hofbraufest, coming up July 7th through the 9th of, that's Friday through Saturday this coming weekend. I tell you what, it is a ton of fun. I've been there. I love it. I'm coming back. It's going to be a good time. Kris, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Dustin, thank you so much for being here. Best of luck. Have a great weekend. Folks, we'll see you next time on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You have a great day.